So guys, it is after that wonderful end raid competition, and unfortunately I did not win. We did not win, and I was hoping to so that I would have stuff to restock my store. So what I did is I actually went back the next day to the end and completed my own little end raid. And so let's go back in time a little bit and see what the results of that were. What do you think? Did I do any better than I did with Hollow? Did I? So let's go see what I did, and then I'll show you another project I've been working on. Hello guys, this is the day after my end raid, and I did die once. I'm not sure if I told you that already, but I thought I'd show you what all I got. So let's start with my gear. When I died, I thought I lost these Elytra, and they were my last pair of Elytra, but I didn't lose them, so that was great. But the rest of my clothes I did lose, so this is actually stuff that I found and used there in the end. So there's that, and now let's start over on this end. Yeah, this is the junkie box, but I did get all of this stuff all in the end. Got some more chests for, hey, guess what? Shulker boxes. I mean, if they're just gonna sit around, I'll take them. I will take those indeed. Alright, this is looking a little better. All of these end rods, all of these shulkers. Hopefully shulker boxes for days. We'll see. We'll see. And then all the instant health potions. Now, because we have 5 brewing stands, that kind of means I hit 5 end ships. But I hit more than that in terms of end cities. I want to say it was like 6 or 7 end cities almost. Oh, yeah, it was 4 or 5 hours worth of end raiding. Alright, here's some gear here. That's not too bad of a sword, except for the fire aspect. For a normal everyday sword, I don't like that because the zombies will tend to set me on fire when I set them on fire. So that's much better for me. Just a regular sharpness. Maybe throw some mending on it if we ever get more mending books. And now for this box. 5 Elytra, 5 Dragon's Head, 13 diamonds I found, picks, nice picks. Oh yes, this pick. I lost my good pick, my Silk Touch pick in the end, but I found this one and I've been using this, and this is great. But usually for my Silk Touch, I like efficiency 4 or efficiency 3 because it's a little easier to handle, and I'm not accidentally breaking blocks out from under my feet. So yep, there we go. The gear that I got while end raiding. Yay! So, guys, over near my base area, I was doing some mining and some lighting up of caves, and I found this abandoned mine system. And look here at what we have. We have a zombie spawner. Hooray! But not just that. Not just that. Look at a spider spawner. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not just that. What do we have over here? It's another spider spawner, and guess what? They can all 3 be activated at once. Oh, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Ah! A 4th spider spawner. Well, actually, it's a 3rd spider spawner, but a 4th spawner. And what I have been able to determine is I can get 3 of them going at once. There's like a 3-block distance somewhere in here. Definitely that one and this one I can keep going. And then if I'm like, I don't know, somewhere in here, that one is running. And then if I'm somewhere in like this area, that one is running. So I can be in a hopper minecart or something and just kind of bounce back and forth, slowly, of course, to get the end ones activated. So I would like to do not just a farm over here, but like an XP farm. I mean, kind of look at my tools here. They're getting pretty run down. So what I think I would like, what I think I would like to do is just to clear out the area. I'm really deep. I'm at Y19, so I can't really drop mobs and expect to do much damage to them. Well, a little bit, but I don't know. I gotta think of something. I'll get some kind of design figured out and show you when I've made a little bit of progress down here. Okay, what I've done so far is simply outline the proper distance from the spawner for the spawning spaces on the spider, the zombie, the spider, and that spider spawner over that way. And now what I would like to do is take down these walls a bit so I can actually see pretty much all the spawners at once, and I might even replace some of these walls with glass so I can really see where these spawners are in relation to each other. That way I will know the exact spots in the middle here that will activate or unactivate the spawners. And so that, I think, is what I will be kind of doing next. And also, while I'm at it, since spiders can climb walls, what I think I'm going to do is with these spawners, instead of 4 blocks away from the spawner, I'm actually going to make it 5 blocks out. That way when they spawn, there's just no way for them to be able to touch a wall and climb back up. So I will be doing that. And I will see you right back in a minute. So this is the activation range for, actually this is the deactivation range for the spawners. And then to activate that one, we come into this range, and to activate that one, we come into this range. Cool. I can work with this. I can certainly work with this. So, let me continue digging things down and kind of shape up the fall pit and some water streams. And we'll see where we get from there. And I'm kind of back and forth on this stuff. I have the holes dug. They're all uniform now. Going down in the same depth, pretty much the same shape. I've laid out kind of where the minecart needs to go back and forth. These were the torches still marking the areas that trigger the far spider spawners. And so then now I need to figure out where the drops are going to be going and channeling. I was thinking on taking the zombies this way into this wall and then up and around, but that doesn't really seem like a good method, especially if I can just bring them this direction and drop them above me. And then the spiders, I'll channel this way. I'll probably dig a channel through there and just keep running water until again we get to about this point, and then I can bring them above the ceiling this direction. And same thing with those guys. I can take them over and then this way. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Whatever's easiest. Doesn't have to look pretty. So real quick, I kind of wanted to show you guys how I do the water flows on these. The spawning area is in a diamond shape, and then I know that my out is going to be over here. So across from that, what I do is in the 3 very end points, I put in a block of cobblestone, and then I fill in the diagonals with cobblestone or a block, and then on top of all those I put water sources. And so no matter where they land, they're always going to be pushed out this direction. Now the original floor was here. And so the only problem you have are these two spots here and here are basically going to block them into a corner, because back here they get pushed out. So then what we do is we take out that one right there, and that's all you need. And you can see now that the water flow is, instead of going into the block, it's coming into the corner, and it is pushing you to the side. And so that is how I handle my water flows. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this floor here so that again I can push the mobs around either that way or that way. I haven't quite decided yet. So there we go. So for this spider spawner over this way, I have figured out kind of where those two are coming in and across up top, and what I can do is I can bring those over and bring them up through a bubble column here, and then that will connect directly into the line of where I will be bouncing back and forth. Alright, so we're going to drop that down. Okay. And then so we're going to have a half slab here. We're going to have our soul sand there. So down here, we're going to have our fence post. And then in that spot will be our soul sand, but in this location here on the half slab, we're going to waterlog that. And there's our water flow going across. Alright, soul sand goes there. And the button will go there. And then what I would like to do is bring the ceiling down. So let's bring the ceiling down some. And even I can do this because they are spiders. Yep, spiders getting washed in. So that should be fine. Yep. There we go. Now we go up top. Alright, and you know what would actually be nice up here, but that's basically it. Now I get this here put in, which I'm pretty sure I don't want to be wood. So we can see the spiders going up, if they are going up. And then we come around to the top. Ooh. Okay, yep, I'm going to block that off. And I can't reach that spot. There we go. Hopefully that will come up. And for the moment, what I'm going to start off with is blocking up the hole. Then I add in my water. Let's take that out too. Nope, you can't see. Sorry. Alright, so my water flow is coming to here. And then now what I do is I take this out, this last block. So I have the water flow pushing me forward. And there we go. Bubble columns coming up. And then here, this is 8 blocks away from what will be the killing mechanism here, which I took out because I had to change. This is coming from the other two spiders. spiders areas. And now that I've just shown that, what I will wind up doing is changing the floor and the ceiling of the tunnel into packed ice so that the spiders will zip along, slide along. So I'm trying to figure out some way of channeling these cave spiders. And in my tunnel, they are moving along the top track. You can see the water. And before I just had ice here, and they'd get to this point, and if they were backed up in this the bottom channel, then what they would do is they'd come along and they'd stop here and they'd just cling to the ceiling. And they just kind of hang there. And for some reason the spiders are able to fight going upstream pretty well. And they'd back up even further and they wouldn't drop. So I'm trying to figure out a bit of a different method. And I see this with some scaffolding that is waterlogged. It allows enough room for them to bounce and recirculate. And then when they come back up, the hitbox kind of pushes the next one over. So this might be a way of keeping them from doing this and staying like that. Potentially. At least that is kind of what I'm trying to go for. To move these guys through here a little faster. And for good measure, what I've added, or will add, since I'm now editing this from the future, is a sticky piston right above the scaffolding, so that if the spiders back up, basically I can flush them, like plunging a toilet, and keep them moving along. Alright, so here's the game plan with all of this. Right there is where I will be going back and forth. So what I would like to do is have the experience orbs automatically tumble out onto me. And then any mob drops would go into a chest. On top of those, we are going to put carpets. Now this is based on Fizz Cannon's AFK experience killing machine thing. So go check out his channel. And you can hear it bouncing back and forth. There we go. Alright, I'm not going to give this a full test. I'm just going to turn this on real quick to see what happens. Alright, there are two spiders. Sure, two's plenty. That guy there, he's fighting it. And he's flushed. Let's come on up top. Actually, no. I should be able to run this from here. Hey, dude, where is it? Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, I forgot to open up with the half slab. Okay, so there's my experience orbs. And then, okay, so that should keep the spiders out. Okay, now real quick, what I've done is I've moved this rail from the floor down there up a little closer to where the XP orbs are. And I swapped out this block with the redstone on it to glass, so that when this cart goes over you don't suffocate. And now what I'm going to do probably is work in a timer to be able to power these rails. And we have an etho hopper clock in here. And we have some powered rails. Okay, as you can see, Even though I have a half slab up there that is supposed to stop mobs from coming through, the spiders still manage to sneak their way off the hopper and off those carpets. So that is why I have the fence gate here, to basically keep them from coming down and killing me, because I saw one of the spiders sneaked out, and eventually they will get killed. So yeah, fence gate right below the half slab. That's a top half slab up there. And here I have really rough, really rough, the light switch to turn the spider spawners on and off. And I do not plan on that staying there. I will definitely move that to a nicer area and run my lines a little differently. And that's also going to work the zombie spawner as well. But there we go. Okay, so what I have done is I realized I originally had the glass tube here going up, that I was going to bring the zombies over and then up, but I built my etho hopper clock right on top of that spot. And so I changed my mind. I took out this glass, and now instead of running the mobs this way, I will be running the mobs that way. And then they will go up and then over, and that puts them precisely where I want them, over on this end of the cart movement. So the zombies are coming over, and this is the exact same kind of trident killer machine that I have over here for the spiders. It's just that now, instead of the water stream coming in from the side, like the spiders need, I have the zombies dropping down onto it from up above. Okay, we've got the zombie spawner set up, so let's go give her the old test. Let's make sure that... Okay, yep, heard those right away. So we should be getting spiders from in there, and the zombies. I certainly hear the zombies. Yep, and there's a zombie, Alright, let's turn on the mincer. See if it kills them. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, yet again. That is so creepy. I have definitely got to put in a skeleton crusher on these spider spawners. We think it's spider jockeys that are getting created in here, but I don't know if that's accurate or not, because they're cave spiders. And do cave spiders get jockeys? I don't know. But looks like I have to deal with these things again. Can I? Oh, did you see that shot? Alright, they should start funneling out now. There they go, down the drain. And, Remo wants... Let's see, where's the skivvy? There we go, and that should clear that. Okay, so I think I have maybe a brilliant idea on how to fix these spawners. To fix the issue of these skeletons blocking up my spawners. Where are we? Okay, right here. We're getting stopped. Yeah, so let's see if this works. Oh, it's hurting me. Water flow still flowing over it? Yeah! Alright. If that works, I love simple solutions to problems. Experience orbs just raining down on us. So, a couple things I've done. I've added this glass window see-through to that spider water column over there. I did that mostly so that I could verify that that spawner was working while I was at that end, and it does. And then over here to the right, gosh, all that experience is falling down. And then over here on this side, I added in a little bit of a sorter to separate these things out. That also allowed me to increase the number of chests, and then if I need to, I can add more chests. But both of these are sorting out spider eyeballs there and this one. And then anything extra will come out to this last chest. And that's useful for if I'm up in there working on it and I drop cobblestone or stone or whatnot, it's not clogging up the system. It'll just come out here to this last chest. Otherwise, they all have... He just likes sitting there. I'm gonna leave him. He's on top of a ladder. But otherwise, they all have the skeleton killer, a magma block. And I haven't had any problems with spiders backing up since I put those in. Yep. And so it's working great. It is working great. And so I'm going to leave it here for now. Yep, even the zombies. But like I say, I'm going to leave it here for now and worry about decorating it and making it look pretty some other time. And yeah, I'll just let this run for a minute after turning the lights on. Let's see, lights are on. And that'll help kill any residual mobs. Cool. Well guys, this was a little bit of a longer episode. I hope you weren't too disappointed, but I did get quite a bit done. Those spawners, that was a big project. That actually took, well, it was at least a week. I'm glad to have it because I really needed an XP farm, and now I have one. So if you found something useful with this video, go ahead, hit that like button. If you like some of my other stuff and haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. So until next time, have fun and see ya.